Hey guys, today we're going to show you how to scrape wallpaper off your farmhouse wall. We have lath and plaster walls. So we decided that we wanted to pull all the wallpaper off before we painted because we get cracks in our wall like this. This is from the lath and plaster being super old and then cracking, and so instead of trying to paint over that, which will always expose the crack, we're going to take it down to the plaster and then repair the plaster, excuse me, and then paint from there. What that means is it takes a lot of prep work for us. I did a little test spot here so I can make sure I could show you, but you have to scrape this off the wall. What we found was this is faster than using any type of teeth roller that perforates the wall and then spraying it with chemical or hot water or anything like that and then trying to pull it off the wall. We tried that. It didn't work very well for us. Like I said, we have multiple layers of wallpaper, so that might be part of the reason why. And ours is really old too, so the paper itself doesn't hold together very well. It chips, it's really dry. So what we use is a scraper like this. It's a paint scraper. You can find it in the paint aisle at your home improvement stores. I actually use these scraping up carpet off of industrial or like a business carpet areas when I did carpet. So scraping this against cement is kind of common for me. So it came a little bit easier than I thought it was going to. It's just a little scraper like this, has changeable blades. Only one side is a sharp blade. Excuse me, a sharp blade. And the angle that you would hold this at is about like that, about 30 degrees as you run against the wall. So what you're going to do is you're going to have this hand help push. This one's going to give you pressure on the wall. More pressure is going to dig in a little bit more into your wallpaper. And then you're going to push up and see how I'm pushing up, but the blade's at an angle against where I'm pushing. So I'm pushing straight up, but the blade's at an angle. What that does is it helps kind of slice instead of trying to do all that pressure like this. So you're going to get a push up. That was really light because I already had something started there. But if I lean in, I can start to pull wallpaper off the wall. As you can see, it's not exactly a fast process or necessarily an easy process, but that's what has to be done. You can see, you come in close here, you can see that we have quite a few layers. We have kind of this darker with red floral, we have a more gray and brown floral, and we have something like this, which is kind of a lighter floral and more gray and has some purple in there, or pink or whatever color that is. So basically whoever owned the house before put down wallpaper, then whoever wanted it didn't like that. Wallpapered over 2 or 3 or maybe even 4 times, and then the last owners painted the wall white. So what's awesome is that we don't have to deal with lead paint, but it stinks because we have to deal with wallpaper. So I mean, you get kind of a rough situation in both worlds, but that's kind of how you go. If you're going to switch your blade upside down, you're going to push in the other direction. Sometimes you might get lucky and have a whole bunch that comes out. But yeah, every once in a while you should switch your blade over because it's going to start to dull on one side. If you flip it over, it'll start to dull again and kind of sharpen it back up. But after probably about an hour, you should switch your blade, sometimes a little bit sooner. So it's a nice sharp blade. It'll make your life way easier. So there you go. That's how you scrape wallpaper off your wall.